Motorgate coming in, he is set to address an ANC meeting. We have heard that other ANC NEC members have already arrived for that meeting. Obviously, protests spurred in the northwest by residents calling for Premier Supra Mahumapelo to resign. President Cyril Ramaphosa cutting short his trip to the United Kingdom to come and address this ANC meeting of not just the ANC, their leagues and their alliance partners as well, to try and find a solution to these protests that have seen shops being looted, cars being burnt, residents going on a protest and saying they will not stop protesting until Premier Mahumapelo leaves. And we just saw on the screen there President Cyril Ramaphosa's motorcade driving in for that meeting that was set to start at 12 o'clock. We see it's running a little bit late, but we have heard that Deputy President David Mabuza has already arrived. ANC issued a media advisory saying that the Secretary General of the ANC, Ace Mahashude, as well as the Deputy Secretary General, Jesse Duarte, will also be in that meeting to try and find a solution to the concerns of Mahikeng residents who have said that they would like Premier Supra Mahumapelo to step down. Adding support to that is the Northwest Business Forum issuing a statement today, one calling for businesses in the Northwest to stay shut amid these protests for the safety of their businesses and also to show support for that protest, and also calling on the Premier to step down. So public pressure is mounting. It has led to President Cyril Ramaphosa cutting short his meeting at the Commonwealth, where he had met with, among others, Queen Elizabeth, as well as Prime Minister Theresa May, to speak about trade and investment in South Africa, cutting short that meeting to come home and try and sort out the chaos that is taking place in Mahikeng. SABC has been following that story. We have reporters on the ground, making sure that you are getting visuals, making sure that we're speaking to the people on the ground in Mahikeng to see the mood. We have reporters on the ground there, obviously speaking to people, and we heard just a short while ago, before President Ramaphosa arrived, that residents were angry and wanted to speak to him. Let's cross back to Lopang Alamu, who's just outside that scene. We're going to cross to a little bit later on. My apologies about that. Lopang, earlier on you said that residents were saying they're going to block President Ramaphosa's path and wanted them to address him directly before he addressed the ANC meeting. Take us through what happened as we saw that convoy shooting past.
So like an hour before the president arrived, we were in Danville where Begitele addressed the locals there. He then proceeded to go address some foreigners who have isolated themselves from the community and are standing in a certain position right now, saying they would like the president to directly address them. So that is what they're saying. They're standing a bit far from here because the security here is really, really tight. And also they say that they're not going to wait until the president is finished in the meeting. So it's understood that they're still really angry. And because they're foreign nationals, they say they were being picked on by the locals here in Mahikeng. They say their shops were looted. So they say they want the president to directly address them. But as we know, the meeting is set to begin in a couple of minutes, as we've seen the president's convoy just a couple of minutes ago. So we're expecting the president to start the meeting shortly. We understand that the deputy president is here already and all the other NEC members are here as well. So right now we're just waiting to hear. I guess it's a hurry up and wait game, because the only time we can ever know what was discussed in the meeting is when the president has calls the press briefing thereafter to let us know exactly what it is they've spoken about and what it is that they've decided upon, because as we know, the president had to cut his trip to the UK very short so that he can come and do what he does best and lend a hand to the locals here in Mahikeng, because there's been unrest for the past 2 days. So the president will address the media after the meeting is concluded.
Lopang Alamu coming to us from Mahikeng. They're giving us an update of exactly what's going to happen. She's going to be on standby. So as soon as the president finishes that meeting and there is an update, Lopang will be keeping us updated. Let's stay with news from Mahikeng.